Hey guys, it's okay. Can sit down back in the video. I'm about to be speaking about like how I think about like the powers of the frequency and the energy and all this things that people talk about. I feel like in different ways of how stuff can happen. Let's just talk about it. Let's get into it. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if I found out like about stories of how people say they felt clutches like people end up getting like wrong chemical or like like square by lightning, whatever, like named having the energy of sword, and they like had powers where they flew around, fly, do all sorts of things and stuff. Like, I honestly feel like some people can tap into certain things, but it's different ways. I think you honestly, what you is supposed to do is close your eyes and just dream of that thing, go out there, connect to that field, and like actually like grow into that, and like things will start happening, but it ain't like easy. But I can't just tell people like straight up like, yeah, I try to be like a conspiracy theater person, but like some of this movie stuff, it be showing like really for real, like it's a lot of proof to it, like it's real, like stuff, like even with the creepy character, I for sure feel like that was real. Like even when I see the Marble Storm, like it was based off a real like character. Her name was Storm and not something. And like she'd be out there, like they had different relief. I think she was like posting the Europe religion, something like that. It was like it was crazy. Like hey, because I knew that, and people don't believe me. When I be telling you that Storm is based on a real person and a real story and a real like energy of a person, they be like, oh, you lying, you just trying to make up stuff. But why I make that up? It's not like I'm trying to judge there or something. I'm just speaking of like that's the current situation of that I found out that I did my research on, and like connect with that, and just that type of like that wave on how they transition. You know what I'm saying? Literally, like she would be the only one. Now I got that background for a reason. Even though I'm not talking about Storm, right? Let me talk about kids in general that do it. It would be rain outside. Okay, let's say it's rain outside. Let's say it's wind, lightning. Everybody else will leave. But she would be the only one that stayed there to discover that storm, to grow in that. Not let that be the weakness. Let that be your strength. Let that be your power, basically. That's the point of this video, too, to tell you, like, a lot of this stuff, for real, it be y'all moving, but y'all just don't know. Just listen to what she have to say, this whole video and stuff and all these things. And I'm about to hit on that right now.
If you can see it in your mind, visualize it, it must happen. That's a law of the universe. I want you to think about what is it you want in your life, but be specific. See it as already done, already accomplished. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. It will happen in a way that you would never, ever in a million years figure it's going to happen. If you say, I've got to do this and this and this, you're limiting to them as the only possible way it can happen. Just say, this is what I want. See it as already done, already accomplished. They fill in the blanks.
Like even when I'm up here her in the video, she talk about how like in some ways how people say like when they cuss or like they say words or something, or like when they listen to the same music, how they start to feel that same way. Not saying a person evil, or not saying like like even with my own stuff, I started to feel that way, and I just wanted to like put her on there. So like this wasn't this a one part video about like the storm and energy or something, all that stuff, and how people run to and they making their strength and stuff. I'm talking about all things. So let's just put this up there too. I'm gonna show you what she have to say.
You know the difference of cussing, cursing, and swearing? Because a lot of people get this shit mixed up. And as someone who loves studying etymology and origin of words, I'm here to break it down for you. Profanity, or the use of profane language, is just foul language. So words like shit, ass, damn, fuck, that's profanity. Also known as cussing. Cursing is when you wish evil or harm to someone. So when you're saying things like go to hell, or even bless you. A lot of people do not know that bless you is a curse word. The reason why is because bless means to smother or to sprinkle with blood. That is the original meaning of bless. Another word that's considered a curse word to me is mourning. So yeah, for all of y'all trying to make fun of the Grand Rising people, they got it right. Or even wake up. Mourning is the grieving process as it relates to death. Wake is something that you attend in death. If you want to take it a step further, pretty much Everything that we say is a curse word. Think about it like this: days of the week. Days. You're in a days of the week. Think about what week also means. And I'm talking about W-E-A-K. So when they say someone was swearing, think about what you do in court. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, which means you're taking an oath. So you might be talking to somebody, you might have like a deadline to meet, and you're like, I swear I'm gonna get it done by this time frame. You're taking an oath that you're gonna get said task done. That's how words work. Words are a part of semantic code. They're a part of vibration. This is where you get the practice of gematria from, aka numerology, where you assign numbers to letters. Learning gematria and numerology opens up a whole new world. Because once you learn this, you can decode anything that you want. Very powerful. Yeah, that's why I got banned the first time. If you're new to gematria and interested, make sure you check out BY is Real here on TikTok. I think his name is also DMV's third or something like that. But he is the truth when it comes to gematria, so check him out. One of the most important lessons that I learned about words is that they help formulate and create our reality. So just think about it like this: the formation of the word words, when you have that S at the end, if you take that S and put it on the front of the word, it turns into sword. That's why you hear the saying, words can cut like a knife. Everything starts with a thought, and then a thought becomes a word, and then a word becomes an action. Be real mindful of the words that you're choosing to use on a daily basis. If you enjoy the etymology and origin of words or anything deep thought, please make sure you give me a like, comment, and follow. And let me know if you want me to go ahead and just keep going with the series based on etymology and origin of words.
Probably looking at me like, oh, like, why you just keep showing these part videos? Because I'm trying to explain like a lot of stuff. It's another video I'll show you in another video as I'm talking. But let's just show you the other video right now. So
have you ever had an experience where you're thinking about somebody and the telephone rings and it's them? Have you ever had an experience where you phone somebody else and they say, we were just talking about you? It just leaps into your mind? Have you ever had an experience when you're in tune with your husband or wife, you think, you know, I'd like to go out to dinner at such and such a place tonight, and you call home and they will say, why don't we go out to dinner at such and such a place? These are all examples of this law of attraction. The law of attraction is considered by many to be one of the most important laws of human existence. In this, you will always attract to yourself, positive or negative, people and circumstances that harmonize with your dominant thoughts. That whatever you're thinking on a continuing basis, you're attracting into your life. You're drawing it into your life like a magnet. That's why it's so important that you keep your thoughts on what you want, keep your thoughts on what you desire, and keep your thoughts off of what you don't want. And by the way, as you advance and develop and become more proficient and more sharp with these methods, the law of attraction will work faster for you and with greater accuracy. So be careful. Use it right.
And I'm here to tell you, like, a lot of the stuff that people say, like, in these movies and stuff, like, I didn't even know that, you know, Storm's based on a real character. I didn't even know, like, about the Cynical, but then I realized that it's a little different. So they switched up that movie so much where it was not the same the way people made it seem. I paid attention, but and there's more stuff I want to show you about other things of like other situations and like and just see like in restaurant and comment down below what y'all think about it too. Saying I agree with this clip, I'm not sure this person, even though I heard that they said Superman was based off a real person in Egypt. And I want like y'all to hear about what y'all think, but I'm gonna show the video though. Tell me what y'all think. Broke it down there actually, so I just said I'm just gonna show it.
Did you know the story of Superman comes from ancient Kemet, an Egyptian African story of Heru, who the Greeks would call Horus. This whole story of Superman was an African story, even down to how he got his power from the sun. And in order to get power from the sun, you have to have melanin. So you can't be white, you have to be black. Even his original name on his home planet in Krypton was called Kal-El, which is a Hebrew name. Even the S on his chest symbolizes an upside down pyramid with a snake forming the shape of an S, representing the Kundalini energy. It was even said that all the characters from X-Men originate from black African divine deities, black gods and goddesses. All these Marvel movies and characters come from us, black people, but they want to paint all these characters out to be white. It's like they just take all our shit and try to make it theirs all the time. Like, how the fuck you take our gods and turn them to white superheroes? If they never invented shit, everything they claim they invented, they took and stole from us. We invented it all. Hell, we even invented them. They make all these different Marvel movies that got all these continuous sequels. You got all the X-Mans, all the Iron Mans, all the Thors, all the Captain Americas, all these Spider-Mans, which they make all these characters white people in all these movies and sequels. But when it comes to movies like Black Panther, we only get 2 movies. Even movies like Blade and Blade Save bankrupt. Read this shit. And a lot of people don't even know that Blade is a Marvel movie. It's like they made these and then just cut his sequel out. But us as black people, we're with this shit. We run this shit. When it comes to fashion, music, sports, entertainment, even the whole economic system will be nothing without us. So I just wanted to take some time out to shed a little light on all the melanated Marvel characters. Because we the shit, man. Without us, it'll be nothing. We are the influence. Just imagine how we'll be if we united.
Saying I'm in this, or I'm not saying like I'm in this like version or whatever, but I'm gonna show you them talk about I don't know if it's DC or Marvel character Storm and like where it was based off. And I'm gonna show this whole clip and I'm gonna end it off with this clip. So till then I'm gonna say thank y'all for watching, and now I'm about to show you the clip and end it off with that. At least gotta add 3 more clips.
Let's talk about the Orishas as a whole. Now, I've done several videos discussing the different popular Orishas like Oshun, Yemaya, Shango, all the popular Orishas. But I want y'all to know there are so many different Orishas that you could look into. Like, I'm talking about hundreds of different Orishas. And they all represent different things, and they're so unique in their own way. They all have their own color, they all have their own number, their own ranks of nature. Like, they're so different. And they're these divine spirits that play a key role in the Yoruba culture. And according to the teachings of these different Orishas, they're these spirits sent by the Supreme Creator, Odumor, and they're to assist humanity and to teach them to be successful. And the Orishas found their way to the New World as a result of the Atlantic slave trade. So that's how it kind of got spreaded around, like lots of these different areas, because a lot of people in Cuba worship the Orishas. Whenever the slaves were brought over there, they learned and they picked up on a lot of this stuff. So these different Orishas and spirits are worshipped some of everywhere. And a lot of people believe that they're very similar to a lot of these Catholic saints. But the more you study the different Orishas and the more you get into it, you start to understand each one of them. And like I mentioned before, each one of them have their own thing going on. So whenever you get crowned into your Orisha, you will know what offerings to give them, what colors they like, what appease them, and they'll bless you and give you all these beautiful things in life. And it's so interesting to learn about like the different Orishas, because like I said, there's hundreds of them. There's way more than the ones that I've just talked about. I really talk about like Yemaya a lot. I've talked about Olukun, Ogun, Shango, Oshun, Oba, Oya. There's so many more though. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel just in case this app go bye-bye in a few days, because I have a podcast coming soon and I'm going to break down all the Orishas for y'all.